Hello, Lee. Hope you're having a great day. Hopefully, I can keep this review brief, but I wanted to just say thanks for putting this together and sticking with the course. I'm glad that you found some of the content useful in structuring your summer course. Um, I have had a chance to review it. I've walked through it just and looked through a few things. It's great to see that you're using Flipgrid. I think it's an effective tool, not only for creating the welcome video like you did, but also for having students engage through video discussion to practice language. And I hope you find it beneficial, and your students like it for learning in your class. So first of all, I found the module one just fine in your demo course. One thing I wanted to point out, if you need to move things around, you can actually just grab on these handles and move whole modules around if you want to. You can also drag and drop individual items. So you may already be aware of that. I just noticed the Flipgrid welcome down here at the bottom, and I thought maybe that's something you want to put towards the top of your modules. So feel free to rearrange whole modules or items within modules. So I clicked in the welcome to get started here. I see that you have a welcome message in German. I had to do some Google Translate on some of these, so I don't obviously know German, but it's great to provide a welcome to the module. I clicked the next button, and I was able to find your syllabus just fine. I like that you've set the document to auto open so students don't actually have to download the document, although that link there will allow them to do that. So thank you for putting that within the module. You may also want to put it over in the syllabus area. And let's just click over to the syllabus. I didn't actually check to see if you had it here. In most online classes, students are going to be checking here as well. So if you want to put a link to it as well in this area, it doesn't hurt to have it in two places. Just make sure you're using the same version of the syllabus when you do that. So let's go back to modules. So the syllabus is covered. That was one of the things I was asking for. And then I clicked on the next item, which is a page. And one of the things that I noticed here is that you're asking some questions. You're asking students some questions uh, regarding the video. And I'm not sure if these are just things that you want them to think about and not answer. That didn't seem to be clear. And again, I did Google Translate to try to understand what you were asking for here, but I didn't see a place for them to answer these questions. So if this is an assignment that you would like them to complete, if you want them to answer those questions, you've created it as a page, you would want to create it as an assignment, assign points to it, and then they could answer those questions and respond. So let me just go back briefly. I see that you've created a variety of different items. So pages, links, etc., assignments even, and this just happened to be a page. The assignment is represented with the little pencil icon. You probably already knew that, but if you wanted to create an assignment, you would just go up here to plus, hit the assignment, new assignment, and then it will allow you to assign points to that. So I don't know if that was your intent there. If it wasn't, maybe you just yeah, you want students to consider that and think about it and not necessarily answer the questions. You might spell that out on that page for them. Next, you have a discussion. You have a prompt here, which is great. I think a discussion forum is a great tool, obviously in an online class to get students to engage with each other. And I think a mix of Flipgrid, you know, with the video discussions where they can practice language and the text-based discussions for those who are maybe a little more reticent to participate in a video format gives some options to your students and how to participate. So it's good to see that you have a discussion forum in your class or in this lesson. Here it looks like you're having students maybe read things, maybe chapters, and then you're having them submit their work by email. And one thing that I wanted to point out, you've created an assignment here. They're submitting on paper, but if you don't want to have to manage email, one thing we recommend doing is have students submit their work through Canvas. So let me click on the edit button and show you how to set that up. So if you click on edit, right now it's set up for on paper under submission type. If you change that to online, what that does, and then click on File Upload, students can do their work, and then when they're ready to submit that work, they can click on the assignment. There will be a Submit document button to where they can click on that, upload their work, and I'll show you how that comes into Canvas. So let me just save this here. Another useful tool in kind of pre-flighting your course is the student view, and you can access that from your home page of your course. If you go into student view, it will put you in your course as a student. And I'm going to go to modules, scroll all the way down to the bottom module here. Oop, looks like we didn't have those published. Let me leave this for a bit and go back. No, they are published. Oh, there are prerequisites for that. So let me just see if I can find another area here that maybe has an assignment in these examples, and this looks like one, essay one, narrative essay. So let me go back into student view and just show you how that works. Since you have prerequisites set up, I can't get into that without actually doing the work or the prereqs to get into that. So let's just take a look at one of the sample modules that was already there. So let's see, where was that? Here we go. I'm going to click on essay one, narrative essay draft. And it doesn't look like this is turned on as a online submission. Let me just go back here one more time. Let's just edit this assignment and make it an online submission. See, it's set up for no submission, so we'll change that to online. I'm going to do file upload, hit save. Sorry for all the back and forth here. Let me go back to home now and go into student view one more time, and that should give us what we need. Yeah, I think it was this one here. And you can see once I've turned it to online submission, students can just click on that button, choose the file that they want to upload, select it, and hit submit. What that'll do is it'll give them a timestamp record of when they've submitted the assignment. And then what you would do, let me just see if I can add an assignment here, or add a file rather. And this is just an example Word doc, submit assignment. You can see that timestamp there that is presented to the student. Now I'm going to leave student view. And that's done. Let me see if I can move this down. Leave student view down here at the bottom. Now I'm back in teacher view, and to grade that assignment, you would just go into grades. See if I can move this up a little. And you can see that submission right there. That's the essay one narrative essay. Now I want to grade this, so I can click into it, click the little arrow over here to the right, go into speed grader, and that will bring up their submission right on the screen. You don't have to download anything. You can make comments over here on the right side. You can use even some of the annotation tools provided in Canvas if you want to make comments right in the document. And we don't really cover this. We didn't cover this in concert, but this is a really handy tool, Speed Grader, to be able to collect all those submissions and just grade them right within Canvas. Once you get done adding points, you can add general comments here and then hit submit, and then you're done. So you don't have to manage all of those files that students might be emailing you. It's really an efficient way to receive work. And to go to the next student, you can just use the toggles up here to cycle in between the students and their submissions. So just wanted to show you that. I think you'll find it easier to use, but a lot easier to use than having to deal with all of the emails. So let's go back to return to the gradebook. You can return there. Go back to the course. Go back to modules. I'm going to scroll down. So just something to think about for your assignment submissions. So you had also a quiz. And I noticed that you had your questions within the instructions area of the quiz, and I wanted to show you quickly how to correct that to actually have the questions auto-graded. So if you go into Edit, this is really the area reserved for the instructions. So if you had a time limit on the quiz, or if you're just telling students, hey, complete the following 5 questions in this quiz, that's where this would go. To add actual questions, and I'm just going to copy this first question. Actually, I guess this is the question, and the numbers are the answers. So that's the question. So you would go to questions and new question. This is a multiple choice question. So you put the question here and the answers would go down here. So if you've got 4 answers, or if you need more, you can add other answers. Then select the appropriate or the correct answer. If the correct answer is here, you can make that the correct answer. Or if it's here, you can make that the correct answer. So once you're done with that, you can hit update question and continue making questions. So you can have many questions within your quiz and provide a variety of answers. And you can see that there's different options for the exam as well. You can do true, false, fill in the blank, etc. The nice thing about this is you've already selected the correct answer. So when students answer the question, answer it correctly, it will automatically score and put that score in the grade book. So just moving your question over to the questions area will fix that issue for you. Okay, let me just go back to modules. You had your Flipgrid welcome. Again, we talked about that. You could move that to the top. And then I noticed in your email you had a link to the Flipgrid discussion, or the grid itself with the topic, the hello topic. You could put that in here. And I noticed right here, if I click onto this, this is actually an assignment. You can see that by the 0 points there. If you just wanted to provide the link within the module, you've already done that in with another item. Well, you did that with the syllabus. You can do that as well with the Flipgrid welcome. So let's just go ahead and copy that link. I wanted to show you how to do that just briefly. Control C to copy. Go back to modules, if we can find it. The plus sign. I'm just going to go to external URL would be it. So if you select external URL, you can just paste that URL for the Flipgrid in there. You can name it whatever you want to. And I'm just going to have it load in a new tab. That makes it easy to navigate back to Canvas for students, and I'll hit add item. And you can see it's right there. So rather than create it as an assignment, students can click right on that. Of course, you'd need to publish it for them to see it, but they can click right on it and get right to it instead of having to go into the assignment. And the thing about creating an assignment, whenever you create an assignment, it's going to put a column in your grades area, and it didn't look like that's what you want for the welcome, unless you were quizzing them over the welcome or having them do something in response to the welcome where they would get points. And you can see it shows 0 points there. So I would change your welcome to a link, just as I've done here, and hopefully that makes sense. And again, I'd move that to the top. Okay, I think that's it for now. I'm getting probably to the end of my time through Screencast-O-Matic, but if you have other questions, please let me know, and hopefully this makes sense. But look forward to your thoughts, your comments, and I'll keep working with you until you think you're ready to be done, and then we'll do one final review. Thanks a lot, Lee.